Hey, what's up guys? It's Anthony here again, and it's just coming to the end of the day here in Cambodia. I was actually teaching today, which was, an amazing experience. I felt like I probably learnt more than the class did, but that's the wonderful thing about contributing to something bigger. You put yourself in a situation where, you have to actually learn and grow as well. Completely off topic to today's video, and today's video is about something that, we can probably all relate to at some level. And the quote for this is, "It's not about knowing when to stop. We're all too good at that. It's about knowing when to keep going." Okay, one more time. It's not about knowing when to stop. We're all too good at that. It's about knowing what to keep going. Okay? I'm sure you all know people in your life that have started something, said they're going to do something, committed for a couple of weeks, a couple of months, a couple of years, and then stopped, and then they moved on to the next thing, or they gave up, right? But you wouldn't do that, would you? No, of course not. Not you, but the people around you. We see it all the time. People start going to the gym, they stop. I can share many stories about that. People start a business, they stop. People try a new sport, they stop. Why? It gets hard. People commit to things, but when it gets hard, when obstacles come our way, we tend to stop, which, when we feel that feelings of pain, when we feel fearful, when we feel doubtful about the end result, we're naturally going to feel like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna stop. It's easier. Do the people around you really push you to keep going? No. You're safe and secure as you were. Why do you have to push out? So why stop? Why stop? What's the benefits of stopping? When you're going after something that you started for a purpose. The reason you started in the first place is because you wanted something more. You wanted to overcome something. You wanted to get rid of something out of your life, right? But why did you stop? Why did you stop going to the gym? Why did you start smoking cigarettes again? Right? Bit of a flip. Why? Why? You get benefit from it, of course. Let's give an example of going to the gym, losing weight, okay? You commit to 2 months, you do amazingly, you're exercising, you're eating healthy, you're doing very well, and then slowly you realize that you haven't got the weight loss that you're after, right? 2 months, it's tiring, it's tough. You get offered, that cake. One day you just decide to let yourself slip. And you realize that actually, that was quite nice. It was nice eating that cake. It was nice not going for a run and having more time just to chill out and watch TV or play a game or hang out with friends. It was nice. So we have that pleasure effect. And so our brain has neuro pathways and says, well, you're actually getting a lot of pleasure. It's actually giving you, a lot of gain. So, it's better if you don't go for a run. Does that make sense? It's relative to everything, okay? Another example, you hit a speed bump in, okay, let's say smoking cigarettes. That's a tough one for a lot of people, an addiction, something that they want to give up, right? You're doing amazingly. They say 2 months. 2 months and you've only smoked like 2 cigarettes. You're doing incredibly. Then you hit a block, and that block is going to be something that stresses you out, right? And what happens when you hit your stress or you need to feel a different way? You go back to your all as well. Breathing deep, feel some smoke, bang, whew, calm levels down. Your body sets up a neural pathway again. Hey, that's pleasurable. That gives me gain for my life. I'm going to do that next time. It's a quick fix. It's an easy fix. We all know long-term being unhealthy does not serve you. Smoking does not serve you. Giving up on a business 95% of the time does not serve you. Giving up on anything generally does not serve you because it's in our failure, it's in the tough times that we learn, right? When you go to the gym, right, you're doing 12 sets. There's a saying that says, which of those reps, sorry, not 12 sets, 12 reps, which of those reps gives you the most muscle, which gives you the most gain, right? Is it the 10th, the 11th, the 12th? No, it's every rep after the 12th, right? When you get to that point, every extra rep is multiplying on top of each other. That's how you get muscle. Same thing in life. When things are tough, when things are hard, that's when we grow. That's when we force ourselves to do differently. That's when we force ourselves to overcome something. When we overcome something, we have this greater level of ability, a greater skill level, a greater pain threshold. We can go through more. That's how we grow as humans. That's how we feel amazingly fulfilled. But we have this period, we'll say, of resistance where you've got, maybe it's a week, maybe it's a day, this period where it's tough. And at some level, we know that on the other side, if we can overcome that, it's going to be great. But in the moment, yeah, it's tough. It's tough not to, to say no to yourself, to be very, very, very disciplined on yourself. It's tough. And that's where, we stop. That's why I say to people, you need to have someone to hold you accountable. Someone who will actually help you in that time where you get to that point where you could overcome it, but you give up and you're back to your old ways. Because on the other side of whatever you're trying to overcome, that's where your greatest benefit is. That's where you will feel fulfilled. So how can we make a change that? How can we make a change that, when we get to this point, we can overcome it? Number one, last video was all about vision. What are you trying to create? You got to have a vision as to what you actually want on the other side of overcoming. So whether it's business, whether it's your health, finances, your relationships, it does not matter. You got to have a vision for actually what you want. Be clear in exactly what you want. Makes sense? Now, you got to feel the emotion attached to that, right? Overcoming something, how great is that going to feel? How is it going to affect your health? How is it going to affect the people around you? How is it going to affect your longevity in life? How is it going to help you with, your kids? Everything, right? You've got to link massive amount of gain to overcoming that, or to keep pushing. Number two, you got to give yourself leverage as to stop what you are previously going to do. Meaning, if you give up on what you've set out to do, how is that going to affect you now, 1 year, 2 years from now? Right? If you can't overcome this one thing, how is that going to affect you? How is it going to affect the people around you? How is it going to affect your potential and what you can do? Big question to ask yourself. You have to link some sort of pain to not disciplining yourself, right? So that when you think of it, you think of two things. Number one, the pain of giving in and the loss of the pleasure you would get as a result of overcoming and persevering, okay? And so literally those two things are by far the most powerful, because that's what drives us for everything. That's what drives you and I today. What we think will give us benefit and what we think we need to avoid harm. And the simplest, just think about that. What in your life are you trying to push through? What in your life are you trying to keep going, but it's tough? And it's not about knowing when to stop, right? Everyone around you will help you stop. They want to bring you back, right? But you set out for a purpose. You set out for a reason. So actually stay committed to that. Most people, they cannot commit to something, okay? And finally, understand that there is a compound in your actions, meaning you're going to work this hard for a long time, very, very, very hard, and see no results. See absolutely no results. But why do we see successful people and just see them as lucky or blessed or gifted? Because they're always producing results. If you talk to any of them, they'll tell you about this hustle period where nothing was happening, where they just kept going. But the compound effect says that you get rewarded for what you do now, later. Compound effects that says every action that you do, every decision you make is compounding on top of each other, and the accumulation of that over a period of time is where you hit momentum. Momentum is where results show. Momentum is you start burning that fat, you start feeling amazing, your business starts getting off the ground, you just start meeting incredible people, you start living and bringing the things into your life that you really, really want to have. Momentum is so powerful. I share the story of when I went to Australia last year. I spent so much time just trying to get around great people, just trying to learn from the people around me, right? I kept going out, I kept going to events, I kept Facebooking people, I kept setting up Skype calls, I kept doing this over and over again, making calls, hey, let's hang out. All these people that I wanted to get around. I did this for a long period of time, maybe 8 months, and I was always the one reaching out to people. People weren't coming to me. Skip forward now to where I am today. Weekly, I'll get people who will message me. I'll get people that will reach out to me, ask me something, just want to have a Facebook conversation, want to meet up for a coffee. And that's what I see the compound effect is. Now, if I was to stop networking, people would still come into my life. But before, no, that would not have been the case. I had to keep pushing. Right, so whatever your circumstances, maybe something big, maybe something small, maybe share this message with someone around you. But really just get a vision of what you want. Link some pain to not overcoming, and understand that the compound effect is going to pay off for you if you persevere. That's the only way, right? Everyone around us stops. Everyone around us is trying the next thing. There's unlimited strategies, weight loss strategies, ways to make money, ways to better yourself. Just pick one. Pick one that other people have got results with. The only difference in your results and their results is your, work, your determination, your perseverance, okay? It's very simple. I say that all the time in my videos. This stuff is so simple. We know it at some level, but we keep telling ourselves BS, just do it. Just do it. It's just one time. don't let yourself off. Be disciplined, right? Be disciplined, because it will pay off, and you have to believe that. You absolutely have to believe that. All right, man. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I love being able to share stuff. Reach out to me at, find me through Facebook, facebook.com/A Thompson Coaching. I love having conversations with all of you guys. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week.